buy you that $1,000 gown, but as you know, I'm...
Failure, Daddy?
Married with Children, an audacious sitcom, carved a niche with its bold humor and offbeat portrayal of family life. The show was unafraid to delve into controversial themes, often poking fun at societal norms and expectations. Its raw, unfiltered comedy struck a chord with many, yet it also drew ire from critics and conservative groups. One episode in particular ignited a firestorm of outrage, leading to significant public backlash. This episode, which tackled sensitive topics with a level of irreverence that was typical for the series, became a flashpoint for debates about decency in television. Viewers were divided. Some found it hilarious while others deemed it offensive. The uproar reached such intensity that it prompted network executives to reconsider the show's future. This incident highlighted the fine line between comedy and controversy, showcasing how a single episode could shift the landscape of television programming and influence decisions about what content is deemed acceptable for audiences.
Neighborhood women shaving their mustaches.
Despite its controversial nature, the television series Married with Children played a significant role in shaping the Fox network's identity and solidifying its position as a major television channel. The show, which premiered in 1987, broke away from traditional family sitcoms by presenting a more cynical and irreverent view of American life. Central to this narrative was Al Bundy, the patriarch of the Bundy family. Al, portrayed by Ed O'Neill, represented a disillusioned American working-class man who constantly resented his situation. He was a shoe salesman stuck in a dead-end job, often lamenting his life choices and the burdens of his family. His character added to the dark humor of the series, as he frequently expressed his frustrations with biting sarcasm and a sense of hopelessness. Al's struggles resonated with many viewers, reflecting the challenges faced by working-class Americans during that era. The show's humor often stemmed from Al's interactions with his family, particularly his wife Peggy, and their children, who each contributed to the chaotic household dynamic. This portrayal of family life was a stark contrast to the idealized versions seen in other sitcoms of the time. By embracing this raw and unfiltered perspective, Married with Children carved out a unique niche in television history, influencing future shows and contributing to the evolution of the sitcom genre. The character of Al Bundy remains a symbol of the disenchanted everyman, and his legacy continues to be felt in popular culture.
Is your dad there, Peg?
Well, how would I know? There's 10,000 people here and...
Peggy Bundy, Al's wife, was a significant character in Married with Children, embodying a unique blend of humor and dysfunction. Her character was defined by a striking lack of traditional domestic skills. Instead of focusing on household chores, Peggy preferred shopping and leisure activities. This choice created a comedic contrast to the expectations of a typical housewife, often leading to humorous situations that highlighted her carefree attitude. Her reluctance to engage in housekeeping made her a source of both frustration and laughter for Al and the audience alike. On the other hand, Kelly Bundy represented the archetype of the dumb blonde. Her character was a constant source of humor, often due to her lack of intelligence and her chaotic dating life. Kelly's interactions with various suitors reinforced certain gender stereotypes, as she often relied on her looks rather than intellect. This portrayal was both a critique and an exploration of societal views on femininity and intelligence. Together, Peggy and Kelly brought a unique dynamic to the show, showcasing a family that thrived on dysfunction and humor, leaving a lasting impact on television comedy.
To take Al's insults anymore, and the only one who will know they're not real is you.
Bud Bundy, although intelligent, stands out in the comedic landscape of Married with Children due to his social awkwardness. His character often finds himself in humorous yet disheartening situations when it comes to romance. This aspect of Bud's personality adds depth to the show's humor, as viewers can relate to his struggles, making him a memorable character. Unlike the perfect families often seen in sitcoms of the time, Married with Children takes a sharp turn by presenting a cynical view of the American middle-class household. The Bundy family lives in a world filled with dysfunction, where the father Al is perpetually dissatisfied with his life, and the mother, Peggy, is more interested in her own pleasures than in traditional family roles. Bud's attempts at dating often lead to comical failures, contrasting sharply with the typical portrayals of young love in other sitcoms, where characters easily find romance and happiness. Instead, Bud's experiences reflect a more realistic, albeit exaggerated, view of teenage life. where awkwardness and rejection are common. This portrayal resonates with audiences who appreciate the show's willingness to challenge the norms of family life and relationships. By focusing on these themes, Married with Children carved out a unique niche in television history, allowing Bud Bundy's character to shine as a symbol of both the struggles and humor found in everyday life.
You gotta understand, when I felt that hairy hand go in my pocket, I naturally assumed it was Peg.
Don't worry.
Critics of Married with Children often labeled the show as misogynistic and vulgar. They pointed to the way characters interacted, particularly the male lead, Al Bundy, whose crude humor and disdain for women seemed to reinforce negative stereotypes. This portrayal sparked conversations about the show's impact on societal views of gender roles and family dynamics. On the other hand, a dedicated fan base admired the series for its daring humor and boundary-pushing content. They appreciated its willingness to tackle taboo subjects and challenge traditional sitcom norms. The show provided a stark contrast to the idealized family portrayals common in television at the time. A pivotal moment in the series came with the controversial Season 3 episode titled, "I'll See You in Court." This episode featured sexually explicit jokes that crossed lines for many viewers and critics alike. The backlash was intense, leading the network to pull the episode from airwaves. This incident highlighted the tension between creative expression and societal standards, marking a significant point in the show's history and in the landscape of American television. The discussions surrounding the series and this specific episode continue to resonate, reflecting broader societal debates about humor, morality, and representation.
In this town that wouldn't pay $1.25 an hour to have the best. You hear my words. I will not let my family starve.
The episode I'll See You in Court from the iconic series Married with Children dives into a scandalous turn of events for the Bundy family. In this particular storyline, the Bundys find themselves at the center of a legal battle after being secretly filmed during an intimate moment at a motel. This unexpected twist leads to a series of humorous yet provocative situations that challenge the family's dynamics and their reactions to public scrutiny. The episode is notable for its racy content, which was a hallmark of the show, pushing boundaries and raising eyebrows among viewers. As the family grapples with the implications of the footage, they navigate the complexities of privacy and the consequences of their actions. The humor is sharp, with Al and Peggy Bundy's typical irreverence shining through as they deal with the fallout. This episode exemplifies the show's ability to blend comedy with social commentary, making it a memorable part of the series. It highlights the absurdities of modern life and the lengths to which people will go to protect their dignity, even in the most outrageous circumstances. The Bundys, with their unique charm and dysfunction, continue to captivate audiences, making this episode a standout in the series' rich history.
Kids, gather around the flashlight.
The controversy surrounding Married with Children led to significant changes in how Fox handled its programming. Conservative groups expressed strong criticism of the show, claiming it promoted negative stereotypes and inappropriate behavior. This backlash put additional pressure on Fox, which was already facing scrutiny for its daring and unconventional lineup. As a result, the network made the decision to pull the episode titled, "I'll See You in Court" from its original airing schedule. This episode remained unaired for years, only to be shown in 22 when public attitudes had evolved, and the standards of what was acceptable on television had shifted. The initial uproar marked a critical point in the relationship between the show and the network, as well as with advertisers who were wary of associating their brands with content that could provoke backlash. This incident highlighted the ongoing tension between creative expression in television and the expectations of audiences and advertisers. The eventual airing of the episode years later illustrated how societal norms can change, allowing for content that was once deemed controversial to be accepted.
Something like that, Dad, yeah.
Well, you've known me most of those years.
Despite the controversy surrounding its content and humor, Married with Children managed to maintain a loyal audience and continued to air for several more seasons. The show, which debuted in 1987, became known for its satirical take on family life, often pushing the boundaries of what was acceptable on television at the time. This bold approach resonated with many viewers, allowing the series to thrive in a landscape that was not always welcoming to its brand of humor. However, by the late 1990s, the television landscape began to shift dramatically. Newer sitcoms like Friends and Seinfeld emerged, capturing the attention of audiences with their fresh perspectives and ensemble casts. As these shows gained popularity, Married with Children experienced a decline in ratings. The changing tastes of viewers and the rise of different comedic styles contributed to its eventual cancellation in 1997. Despite this decline, the show remains a significant part of television history, known for its influence on future sitcoms and its role in shaping the genre.
Remember?
Viewers were drawn to Married with Children because it presented a bold and chaotic take on family life, which was a stark contrast to the idealized family sitcoms that dominated television during the 1980s. Unlike shows that portrayed perfect families with wholesome values, Married with Children embraced a more realistic and often dysfunctional depiction of family dynamics. The Bundys, led by the cynical and often lazy patriarch Al Bundy, showcased a family that struggled financially and emotionally, resonating with audiences who found humor in their relatable misfortunes. This raw and unfiltered approach appealed to many viewers who were tired of the sugar-coated portrayals of family life. However, the show did not escape criticism. Various groups, particularly conservative critics, condemned it for being offensive and harmful to family values. They argued that the show normalized negative behaviors and attitudes towards marriage and parenting. This backlash highlighted the divide between traditional values and the emerging acceptance of more complex family narratives in popular culture. The tension between the show's popularity and the criticism it faced became a significant part of its identity, reflecting broader societal changes and the evolving landscape of television comedy.
Press 3.
The episode Her Cups Runneth Over from the 1987 TV series Married with Children stirred significant controversy due to its sexualized content. This episode drew the ire of viewers, particularly leading to a campaign by Michigan homemaker Terry Rulta. Rulta was particularly vocal in her opposition, rallying others to join her cause against the show's sponsors. Her efforts aimed to pressure advertisers into withdrawing their support for the series, which she deemed inappropriate for family viewing. As a result of this campaign, several major sponsors, including well-known brands like Coca-Cola and McDonald's, chose to pull their advertisements from the show. Interestingly, while Rulta's campaign sought to diminish the show's presence on television, it inadvertently led to an increase in viewership. The controversy surrounding the episode attracted more attention, drawing in audiences curious about the backlash. This dynamic showcased how public outcry can sometimes have the opposite effect of what was intended, as the show gained notoriety and a larger audience as a result of the controversy. The impact of Terry Rulta's campaign highlighted the tensions between television content and societal values, ultimately influencing the advertising landscape for Married with Children and similar shows. The incident remains a notable example of how viewer responses can shape the media landscape and the importance of advertisers in the television industry.
Honey, before you go, I think you better walk Buck over by Marcy's Roses. He's still constipated.
Following the controversy surrounding Married with Children, Fox took significant steps in response to the backlash. The network decided to move the show to a later time slot, which allowed for more mature content that aligned with the adult audience the series aimed to attract. This strategic change helped to tone down some of the more controversial elements, making the show more palatable to viewers who were concerned about its themes and humor. Interestingly, despite the initial backlash, the controversy surrounding the show ended up boosting its profile. The debates and discussions it sparked drew attention to Married with Children, solidifying its place in pop culture. As viewers became more aware of the show, its ratings began to climb, demonstrating that sometimes controversy can lead to increased popularity. The combination of a new time slot and a slight adjustment in content helped the series maintain its edge while appealing to a broader audience, ultimately contributing to its longevity and success in television history.
Whichever spewed from the bowels of the earth crawling up my little leg.
During the run of Married with Children, the cast faced various personal challenges that impacted their lives both on and off-screen. Ed O'Neill, who portrayed the iconic character Al Bundy, found himself grappling with the consequences of being so closely associated with this role. While Al Bundy became a beloved character in television history, it also led to significant typecasting for O'Neill. After the series ended, he struggled to find opportunities that allowed him to showcase his dramatic acting skills, as many producers and casting directors only saw him as the bumbling shoe salesman. This typecasting issue made it difficult for him to break free from the comedic persona he had embodied for so long. Katie Sagal, who played Peggy Bundy, also dealt with her own set of challenges. As a strong female character, Peggy was both admired and criticized, leading Segal to navigate the complexities of public perception. Christina Applegate, who portrayed Kelly Bundy, faced pressures related to her young fame and the expectations that came with it. Each cast member had to find their own path after the show, dealing with the shadows of their characters while trying to redefine themselves in the industry. These personal struggles reflect the often challenging nature of life in the spotlight, where the lines between character and actor can blur, leaving lasting effects on their careers and personal lives.
Oh, he's an idiot.
Huh?
That's right, dear.
Tensions arose behind the scenes of Married with Children, particularly between David O'Neill and Amanda Bearsey, who played Marcy Darcy. Bearsey not only acted in the series but also took on directing responsibilities for several episodes. This dual role sometimes led to friction, as the demands of acting and directing can create challenges in collaboration. The creative environment was affected by these tensions, highlighting the complexities of working in a high-pressure television setting. At the same time, Katie Sagal, who portrayed Peggy Bundy, faced significant personal tragedies. She experienced the heartbreaking loss of her father, which deeply affected her. Additionally, Sagal endured the stillbirth of her child, a profoundly painful experience for any parent. Despite these challenges, the production team handled her situation with sensitivity and care. They offered support to Segal during these difficult times, ensuring that her well-being was a priority. The combination of on-set tensions and personal struggles created a unique backdrop for the series, influencing the dynamics among the cast and crew as they navigated their professional and personal lives.
This spy stuff makes me hungry. Did you bring the Cheetos?
No, too crunchy.
Despite her success on Married with Children, Christina Applegate, known for her role as Kelly Bundy, faced significant health challenges that tested her strength. She received a cancer diagnosis, which brought fear and uncertainty into her life. Alongside this, she battled multiple sclerosis, a condition that affects the nervous system and can lead to various physical and mental challenges. Through these struggles, Christina showed remarkable resilience, using her experiences to raise awareness about health issues and inspire others facing similar battles. On the other hand, David Faustino, who portrayed Bud Bundy, encountered financial and legal difficulties after the show ended. The lack of residuals from the series contributed to his financial woes. Many cast members, including Faustino, found themselves struggling financially as the earnings from their iconic roles did not provide the long-term security they had hoped for. This situation led to various legal challenges for Faustino, highlighting the harsh realities many actors face in the entertainment industry after their shows conclude. The combination of Christina's health struggles and David's financial issues paints a complex picture of life after Married with Children, reminding fans that the lives of their favorite characters often differ greatly from those of the actors portrayed them.
Kelly. An exciting...
Fox's controversial relationship with Married with Children significantly influenced network censorship and television programming. The show, which first aired in 1987, was groundbreaking in its portrayal of a dysfunctional family, challenging traditional ideals of family dynamics. With its irreverent humor and bold themes, the series pushed boundaries that many other shows were hesitant to explore. This led to a shift in what was considered acceptable on television. Married with Children opened the door for more edgy content, paving the way for later shows that embraced similar themes of satire and social commentary. The network's willingness to air such a provocative series prompted discussions about censorship in television. Critics argued that the show undermined family values, while supporters praised it for its honest representation of everyday struggles. Despite the controversies, the impact of Married with Children on American television remains significant. It not only challenged societal norms but also left a lasting legacy that influenced future programming and the evolution of network standards. The show's success demonstrated that audiences were ready for a different kind of family comedy, one that reflected the complexities of real life.
Oh, gosh.
Married with Children, which premiered in 1987, is a show that has left an indelible mark on the landscape of American television. It centers around Al Bundy, a beleaguered shoe salesman, his extravagant wife Peggy, and their two children, Kelly and Bud, as they navigate the trials and tribulations of family life in Chicago. For many viewers, like those who grew up watching the series, it holds a special nostalgic value. The humor, often considered racy and bold for its time, has a unique quality that resonates even more strongly with adult audiences revisiting the show years later. One of the most celebrated aspects of Married with Children is its willingness to break away from the conventional family sitcom formula that dominated television during the late 1980s. While many shows of that era adhered to predictable, moralistic narratives, Married with Children took a decidedly different approach. It embraced a raw, anarchistic humor that not only entertained, but also offered a satirical commentary on American culture. Viewers appreciated this shift as it allowed for a more honest portrayal of family dynamics and societal norms, often highlighting the absurdities of everyday life. Ed O'Neill's portrayal of Al Bundy is frequently cited as one of the standout performances in television history. His character, a hapless, often downtrodden figure, became an icon of comedic frustration. Some critics lament that O'Neill never quite reached the same heights in his career after this role, which speaks to the lasting impact of Al Bundy on both the actor's career and the audience's perception of him. The character's humor, rooted in both self-deprecation and a sardonic view of the American dream, resonated with many viewers, making Al Bundy a beloved figure. However, not all perspectives on the show are uniformly positive. As the series progressed into its later seasons, some fans noted that it began to show signs of wear. While the initial seasons were praised for their innovative humor and biting satire, later episodes sometimes felt repetitive or less inspired. This decline in quality is a common fate for many long-running series, and Married with Children was no exception. Nevertheless, the show maintained a dedicated fan base who appreciated its willingness to tackle taboo subjects, and its refusal to conform to the more sanitized sitcoms of its time. Interestingly, the show's legacy has sparked discussions about the evolution of television comedy. While Married with Children pushed boundaries, many viewers now find themselves drawn to the more comforting and familiar formats of modern sitcoms, such as Friends. This shift raises questions about the current audience's appetite for riskier comedy, and whether there will ever be another show that captures the same spirit of rebellion and irreverence. In conclusion, Married with Children remains a pivotal series that not only entertained, but also challenged the norms of its time. Its blend of raunchy humor, relatable family struggles, and cultural critique has ensured its place in television history. Whether viewed through the lens of nostalgia, or as a bold statement on American life, the show continues to evoke strong opinions and fond memories from its audience. Its unique approach to comedy and family dynamics has set a high bar for future sitcoms, leaving many to wonder if a new series can capture the same essence of humor and authenticity.
You can do it, Al. Wilt Chamberlain claims to have made love to over 25.
As we wrap up the wild ride of the Bundy family, you might think the story ends here, but wait, there's more to uncover. What became of the unforgettable cast members who brought Al, Peggy, Kelly, and Bud to life? Did they find fame again, or did they take unexpected turns in their careers? From surprising reunions to new projects, each actor's journey after the show is packed with twists that will leave you eager for more. Did some face struggles in the spotlight, while others thrived in new roles? The legacy of Married with Children didn't just stop at the end of its run. It opened doors and closed chapters in ways you might never expect. Join us as we delve into the fascinating lives of the cast, revealing secrets and stories that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Prepare for an exploration of fame, fortune, and the realities of life after television.
I hope you enjoyed your trip.
We're gonna live!
We can't!
Kathleen Freeman played Peg's mom in the 1987 TV series Married with Children. Her character brought a unique blend of humor and sternness, often showcasing the generational clash within the Bundy family. Freeman's portrayal added depth to the show, revealing the complexities of family dynamics. Her career spanned several decades, with notable roles in films and television, including appearances in the Blues Brothers and the Naked Gun series. However, her life was not without hardship. Freeman faced personal challenges, including a battle with cancer that ultimately led to her passing in 2001. Behind the scenes, she dealt with the pressures of Hollywood, often overshadowed by the industry's focus on youth and beauty. Despite this, she remained a respected figure, known for her strong work ethic. Freeman also faced the stigma of being typecast, struggling to find diverse roles later in her career. The last known information about her life reveals a woman dedicated to her craft, who left behind a legacy that continues to resonate with fans. Her contributions to entertainment are remembered fondly, even as her personal struggles remain a poignant reminder of the darker sides of fame.
Kelly and I need some cooking tips.
Yeah, I'm in a lot of trouble, Mrs. Rose.
Dot Marie Jones came into prominence by portraying the character of Dot Aronster in the 1987 TV series Married with Children. Her performance as the lovable, yet often unfortunate wife of Al Bundy captured the attention of viewers. After the show ended, Jones continued her career by appearing in other notable roles, including Rhea Jarrett in The Division, and various guest appearances on shows like Nashville and Glee. However, beyond her professional achievements in acting, Jones has navigated her own set of personal challenges. She admitted to battling with alcohol addiction in the past, and eventually seeking treatment to overcome it. Additionally, Jones underwent a double mastectomy after being diagnosed with breast cancer. Despite these hardships, her undying strength and resilience remain an inspiration to many. As of recent news, Dot Marie Jones has been busy reprising her role as Patterson in the Netflix series Spirit Rangers, and she continues to inspire others with her latest initiatives in raising money for breast cancer research and awareness. After weathering through numerous storms in life, Jones perseveres, basking in the warmth of personal triumphs, and leaving an enduring legacy in the limelight and beyond. Finished.
Humiliated. In front of everyone, you told Sister Mary Alice, "Bless this, honey."
Ted McGinley portrayed Jefferson D'Arcy in the 1987 sitcom Married with Children, stepping into the role as a charming, but often inept husband to Marcy D'Arcy. His character was introduced as a foil to Al Bundy, bringing a mix of humor and tension to the show. Jefferson's laid-back attitude and questionable work ethic often led to comedic situations, yet beneath the surface, his character reflected deeper themes of failure and aspiration. After the show ended, McGinley faced a challenging transition in his career. He appeared in various television series and made-for-TV movies, but none reached the same level of fame. Notably, he encountered backlash in Hollywood for being perceived as a ratings killer, a label that haunted him after he joined several shows that were soon canceled. On a personal level, McGinley faced hardships, including the tragic loss of his father, which deeply affected him. There were also rumors about his struggles with typecasting, as he often found it difficult to break away from the comedic roles that defined his early career. In recent years, Ted McGinley has kept a lower profile, focusing on family life and occasional acting gigs. He has distanced himself from the Hollywood spotlight, living a quieter life. The last known information indicates he resides in Southern California, where he enjoys spending time with his family and reflecting on his career.
Calls you friend?
Yes, it is, Steve.
Give me the 5.
Joseph D. Reitman portrayed Genghis in the 1987 episode of Married with Children titled The Great Escape. His character, a comically exaggerated version of a Mongol warrior, brought a unique blend of humor and absurdity to the series. Reitman's performance stood out, showcasing his ability to balance comedy with a sense of menace, embodying a character that was both ridiculous and strangely captivating. After his role in the show, Reitman's career took various turns. He appeared in several films and television series, but none achieved the same level of recognition. His personal life, however, became more notable. Reitman faced significant hardships, including a tumultuous marriage to actress Shannon Elizabeth, which ended in divorce amid public scrutiny. He was also involved in controversies, including a 2010 incident where he was accused of stalking an ex-girlfriend, leading to legal troubles. As of the latest updates, Reitman has maintained a low profile, focusing on personal projects and stepping back from the public eye. His journey remains a complex tapestry of fleeting fame, personal struggles, and the shadows of past controversies.
That's no excuse. I left a ladder and milk and cookies on...
Iqbal Feba portrayed the character Iqbal in the 1987 TV series Married with Children, a role that brought a unique flair to the show. Iqbal was a recurring character, often depicted as a comedic foil to the main cast. The portrayal was marked by a mix of humor and cultural commentary, adding depth to the series' exploration of family dynamics. Feba's performance was memorable, showcasing his ability to balance comedy with a touch of seriousness, reflecting the struggles of an immigrant trying to fit into American society. After the show ended, Iqbal Theba's career continued with various roles in television and film, including guest appearances on popular series like 24 and The Mindy Project. However, his life off-screen was not without challenges. Theba faced personal hardships, including financial struggles that led him to take on multiple roles to support his family. In 2015, he was involved in a controversy regarding racial stereotypes in Hollywood, which sparked discussions about representation in the industry. Despite these challenges, Theba remained resilient, advocating for better representation of South Asian actors in Hollywood. As of the latest updates, Theba continues to work in the entertainment industry, focusing on projects that highlight diverse stories. His journey reflects both the struggles and triumphs of an actor navigating a complex landscape.
It's fully loaded. It has a 3600 baud modem, a VGA high-resolution color monitor.
Christina Applegate's portrayal of Kelly Bundy in the 1987 TV series Married with Children marked a significant moment in her career. Kelly, the dim-witted yet charming daughter of the dysfunctional Bundy family, became a cultural icon. Applegate's performance was a blend of humor and vulnerability, capturing the essence of a young woman navigating a chaotic home life. This role catapulted her into the spotlight, but it also set the stage for the challenges that lay ahead. After the show ended, Applegate faced personal hardships. She battled substance abuse, which led to a stint in rehab in the late 1990s. Her struggles were compounded by a family history of alcoholism, making her fight even more daunting. In 2008, she was diagnosed with breast cancer, a life-altering moment that prompted her to undergo a double mastectomy. This experience transformed her outlook on life and led her to become an advocate for cancer awareness. In recent years, Applegate has continued to work in television and film, notably in the Netflix series Dead to Me, where she received critical acclaim. However, she has also faced health challenges, including a diagnosis of multiple sclerosis in 2021, which she has openly discussed. This has added a layer of complexity to her life, as she navigates her career while managing her health. As of now, she remains a resilient figure, balancing her professional endeavors with her personal battles.
I'm gonna have to call my boyfriend.
Take my car. I'll call with the address. And Bud.
Amanda Bearse's portrayal of Marcy D'Arcy in the 1987 television series Married with Children became iconic. Marcy, the strong-willed and often frustrated neighbor, provided a counterbalance to the show's dysfunctional family. Bearse's performance was marked by a blend of humor and depth, showcasing Marcy's struggles with her marriage and societal expectations. This role defined much of her early career, but the impact of playing Marcy extended beyond the screen. After Married with Children ended in 1997, Bearse transitioned to directing, working on various television shows. However, her personal life was not without turmoil. She faced challenges, including public scrutiny regarding her sexuality, coming out as a lesbian in the early 1990s. This revelation brought both support and backlash, impacting her career opportunities. Bearse also experienced the pain of losing her mother to cancer, a struggle that weighed heavily on her. In recent years, Bearse has kept a lower profile, focusing on advocacy for LGBTQ rights and participating in conventions celebrating her past work. As of 2023, she continues to live in Florida, where she remains involved in community initiatives. Her story is a complex tapestry of triumph, hardship, and resilience, reflecting the struggles many face in both personal and public spheres.
Mom, please, you're a strong woman.
Goodbye, Kelly.
Mom, my hair.
Matt LeBlanc's portrayal of Vinnie Verducci in the 1987 TV series Married with Children was a brief but memorable role that showcased his charm and comedic timing. Vinnie was a carefree friend of the main character, embodying youthful recklessness and a laid-back attitude. This role helped LeBlanc gain recognition, paving the way for his later success. After the show ended, LeBlanc faced numerous challenges. His career took a turn when he landed the iconic role of Joey Tribbiani on Friends, which became a cultural phenomenon. However, behind the scenes, LeBlanc struggled with personal issues. He faced a turbulent marriage to Melissa McKnight, which ended in divorce. The breakup was marked by allegations of infidelity and emotional distress, leaving him in a dark place. LeBlanc also dealt with the pressures of fame. He faced public scrutiny and battled with the expectations of Hollywood. In 2011, he starred in the ill-fated sitcom Episodes, which reflected his own struggles with typecasting and the industry's fickle nature. In recent years, LeBlanc has stepped back from the spotlight, focusing on his family and personal life. As of now, he remains a beloved figure, but continues to navigate the complexities of life away from the cameras.
Down until you get back.
That's not necessary, son. What the hell do you think I got in this bag?
Ed O'Neill's portrayal of Al Bundy in Married with Children established him as a cultural icon of the 1980s. Al, a disgruntled shoe salesman, became a symbol of the disillusioned American man, trapped in a life of unfulfilled dreams and domestic chaos. O'Neill infused the character with a dark humor that resonated deeply with audiences, allowing them to connect with his struggles, albeit in a comedic context. After the show concluded in 1997, O'Neill faced significant challenges. He battled the typecasting that often follows iconic roles, struggling to find serious parts that matched his talent. Despite this, he found success in later projects, notably in Modern Family, where he played Jay Pritchett. Beyond his career, O'Neill's life was marked by personal hardships. He experienced the tragic loss of his first wife, which deeply affected him. Additionally, he faced a public divorce that drew media scrutiny. O'Neill has spoken candidly about the pressures of fame and the toll it took on his personal life. As of now, he remains active in the industry, with recent appearances in various projects, but details about his current endeavors are scarce. His legacy as Al Bundy continues to influence popular culture, and he remains a figure of intrigue in Hollywood.
Hey, look, Al. She's dancing.
Katie Sagle's portrayal of Peggy Bundy in the 1987 TV series Married with Children remains iconic. As the sharp-tongued, lazy housewife, she broke stereotypes, showcasing a character who embraced her flaws unapologetically. Sagle's performance blended humor with a deeper sense of discontent, reflecting the struggles of many women in the late 20th century. After the show ended in 1997, Sagal faced personal challenges. She dealt with a tragic loss of her father, a prominent figure in her life, and her struggles with addiction became public. In 2003, she suffered a severe car accident that left her with significant injuries, impacting her career for a time. Despite these hardships, she found renewed success in dramatic roles, notably in Sons of Anarchy, where she earned critical acclaim. Sagal has been open about her experiences, including her tumultuous relationships and the emotional toll of her early fame. As of now, she continues to act and has been involved in various projects, maintaining a resilient presence in Hollywood.
It seems that I failed one stupid, useless class my senior year.
What'd you fail, Mark?
Hill Harper portrayed Aaron in the 1987 TV series Married with Children. His character was introduced as a friend of the Bundy family, adding a youthful energy to the show's dynamics. Harper's role, though minor, showcased his early talent and set the stage for his future career in acting. After the show, he faced the typical struggles of a young actor trying to find his place in Hollywood. Harper gained recognition for his roles in series like The Good Doctor and CSI Noi, but his path was not without challenges. He faced personal hardships, including the loss of his mother to cancer, which deeply affected him and shaped his perspective on life. He has been candid about his experiences with grief and the impact it had on his career choices. In recent years, Harper has been involved in various philanthropic efforts, focusing on education and health. He has written books and spoken openly about issues such as racial inequality and personal growth. His last known activities include ongoing work in television and continued advocacy for social justice.
Ooh, irritable. Marcy?
Well, mostly we take out these big fancy ads.
Tim Conway's role as Ephraim Wanker in the 1987 series Married with Children was a brief yet memorable appearance that showcased his unique comedic style. Wanker, a quirky and eccentric character, was an embodiment of Conway's talent for creating humor from absurdity. His performance stood out against the show's often cynical backdrop, bringing a touch of lightness that contrasted sharply with the show's central themes of dysfunction and discontent. After his time on the show, Conway continued to work in television and film, often appearing in guest roles and specials. However, his career faced challenges as the entertainment industry evolved, and he found it harder to secure prominent roles. His personal life was marked by hardships, including a long battle with health issues. In 2018, he was diagnosed with dementia, which significantly impacted his later years. Despite his struggles, he remained beloved by fans for his contributions to comedy. As of the latest information available, Tim Conway passed away on May 14, 2019, leaving behind a legacy of laughter and a career that spanned decades. His ability to bring joy to audiences will be remembered long after his passing. David Faustino portrayed Bud Bundy, the mischievous and often underappreciated son in the 1987 series Married with Children. Bud was known for his attempts to charm women and escape the shadow of his dysfunctional family, often embodying the struggles of adolescence in a comically bleak household. Faustino's performance was a mix of humor and pathos, capturing the essence of a young man grappling with self-worth and societal expectations. After the show ended in 1997, Faustino faced challenges in his career. While he tried to distance himself from the Bundy legacy, he struggled to find roles that matched his earlier success. He appeared in various television shows, including voice work in animated series like The Legend of Korra. However, the transition was not smooth. Personal hardships emerged, including a public divorce from his wife, who accused him of infidelity. Faustino also faced financial difficulties, leading to a bankruptcy filing in 2010. In recent years, Faustino has made appearances at fan conventions and engaged in various projects, including a podcast. He remains a figure of interest, reflecting on his past while navigating the complexities of adulthood. As of now, he continues to work in entertainment, though details about his current projects are limited. The shadow of Bud Bundy lingers, a reminder of a time when he was a household name, now intertwined with the darker aspects of fame and personal struggle.
To be on the cover of my calendar.
You got Crystal Clark?
Who's Crystal Clark?
Joey Lauren Adams portrayed Cousin Effie in the 1987 TV series Married with Children, bringing a quirky charm to the character. Effie was known for her eccentric personality and her interactions with the Bundy family, often providing comic relief in a show steeped in dark humor. Adams' performance stood out, showcasing her ability to balance humor with a sense of depth, setting the stage for her future roles. After Married with Children, Adams transitioned into a successful film career, appearing in notable movies like Chasing Amy and Big Daddy. However, her life was not without challenges. She faced personal hardships, including a highly publicized relationship with filmmaker Kevin Smith, which ended tumultuously. Adams struggled with the pressures of Hollywood, battling depression, and the challenges of maintaining her mental health in an industry known for its harsh realities. In recent years, information about her has become scarce. She has largely stepped away from the public eye, focusing on personal well-being rather than seeking fame. As of now, she remains a figure of intrigue, with her last known public appearances in the early 2010s. The mystery surrounding her current life leaves many fans wondering about the woman behind the character.
Well, like tonight, for instance. I need some men, so I'm going to call them. Oh, gentlemen!
David Garrison portrayed Steve Rhodes in the 1987 TV series Married with Children, bringing to life the character of the well-meaning, but often ineffectual neighbor to the Bundy family. Steve's character was marked by his attempts to navigate the chaos of his life, often clashing with Al Bundy and struggling with his own insecurities. Garrison's performance captured the essence of a man caught between societal expectations and personal failures, creating a memorable dynamic within the show. After the series ended, Garrison faced significant challenges. He transitioned from television to theater, participating in various stage productions, but struggled to find consistent work. His career was overshadowed by personal hardships, including a tumultuous divorce that left him grappling with emotional distress. In 2004, Garrison was involved in a scandal when allegations surfaced regarding his conduct during a theater production, leading to public scrutiny. As of the latest updates, Garrison has maintained a low profile, focusing on his personal life and occasional stage performances. He remains a figure of intrigue, with fans often wondering about the man behind the character. His journey reflects the complexities of fame and the personal battles that often remain hidden from public view.
He knows what's good for him. I would have gotten him something too, but I seem to have misplaced my...
As we wrap up our look at the iconic series Married with Children, it's hard not to feel a wave of nostalgia. This groundbreaking show not only changed the landscape of television comedy, but also left a lasting impact on its cast. Ed O'Neill, who played Al Bundy, went on to star in Modern Family, while Katie Seagal found success in Sons of Anarchy. Christina Applegate and David Faustino have also made their marks in various projects, showcasing their incredible talent beyond the Bundy household. Reflecting on the show's humor and the challenges the characters faced, we can't help but remember the outrageous antics and the relatable struggles of family life. Did you grow up watching this show? What moments stand out for you? Maybe it was the hilarious misadventures of the Bundy family, or the lessons learned through their ups and downs. We invite you to share your memories and stories in the comments below. Let's celebrate the legacy of this unforgettable series together.
Warm? Why aren't